The embassy called at 2:14 a.m. Unknown international number. No name, no warning. I almost didn't answer. I thought it was spam. A drunk dial. Some late-night wrong number drifting across time zones. Then the woman said my wife's name. And my stomach went cold. Sir, do you realize who is now involved? Her tone wasn't angry. It wasn't accusing. It was careful. Like someone stepping around broken glass. I sat up in bed slowly, phone pressed to my ear, staring at the faint glow of my laptop screen across the room, still open, still showing the photo. Her on a beach I paid for in a country we were supposed to visit together next year, laughing, not with friends, with him, her ex, his hand on her waist, her head tilted back, the caption, "Some people never stop feeling like home," and tag public. I remember smiling when I saw it. Not because it was funny, because something inside me had gone perfectly still. Sir, the embassy worker asked again. Yes, I said calmly. I'm aware. But I wasn't. Not yet. I just knew one thing. She thought I was stupid. The first time she mentioned this girl's trip, she kissed my cheek while packing. Didn't look me in the eye. I noticed. I always notice, but I said nothing. Helped her with the suitcase, drove her to the airport, told her to have fun. She texted me selfies the first day. Hotel mirror, poolside drink, ocean behind her. No friends in sight. I zoomed in on reflections. Sunglasses, windows, shadows. I found him on day 2. A man's arm in the corner of a glass door reflection. Same tattoo her ex had. A wolf's head. Old photos never really disappear. You just have to know where to look. By day 3, she stopped texting. Said the Wi-Fi was bad, but she was posting, just not to me. Her story settings excluded close friends. I wasn't close anymore, apparently. So, I did what I'm good at. I stayed quiet. I watched. I logged into our joint banking app that night just to check something. Hotel charges, 2 breakfasts, 2 spa packages. A private boat tour for 2. She didn't even try to hide it. That hurt more than the cheating, the disrespect, the assumption I'd never look. I didn't freeze the account right away. No, I waited. Revenge is a dish best served with documentation. The photo that broke the illusion wasn't even intimate. It was casual. Too casual. Him feeding her something from his fork at an outdoor cafe. She looked comfortable, like she'd rewound 10 years and erased me. That's when I made 3 calls. Bank, credit card company, our travel insurance provider. Calm voice, polite tone. Identity verification passed. Fraud concern. I said unusual international activity. They locked everything within minutes. Joint checking. Joint savings. Her travel card. I didn't touch my personal account. I'm not reckless. Then I went to sleep. Best sleep I'd had in months. Her messages started at 6:03 a.m. Call me now. Why are my cards declined? This isn't funny. I didn't respond. At 7:11, she called 14 times in a row. At 8:02, a new number him. I let it ring. At 9:47, the text changed tone. I'm stuck at the hotel. They won't let me leave without payment. Please fix this. Still no mention of him, still pretending she was alone. At noon, she finally said it. He can't cover everything. His cards have limits. I actually laughed out loud. So, he was there. Thank you for confirming. I replied with 6 words. Talk to the person who feels like home. She didn't answer after that. The embassy called 12 hours later. Sir, the woman said gently. Your wife reported financial abandonment. She claims you trapped her overseas without access to funds. Did she mention why she was there? I asked. Pause. Paper shuffling. No, sir. I have documentation, I said. Shared accounts used for an undisclosed companion. Fraud investigation is active. I've already sent records to the bank. Another pause. Longer this time. I see. she said quietly. That changes the situation. Does it? Yes, sir. Her voice shifted. Professional. Cool. Like mine. She and the other individual will need to resolve their own lodging and travel arrangements. Other individual. Not friend. Not relative. Just other. Perfect. Thank you, I said, and hung up. She came home 3 days later. Different flight, different energy, no anger, no shouting, just a woman who realized the safety net had teeth. She tried to explain. It just happened. It didn't mean anything. I was confused. I handed her printed bank statements. Photos, timestamps, her face drained of color line by line. I was going to tell you, she whispered. I nodded. I know that was the worst part for her, that I wasn't yelling, wasn't crying, wasn't asking why. I'd already processed it, already buried it, already moved on. I transferred my half of the savings, I said calmly. The rest covers the legal fees. This is where the story ends. How was today's story? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and where you're watching from. Like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories.